Good morning, welcome to today's RC Coffee Chat. That one's still warm. Happy days. Okay, into today's RC Coffee Chat, we've got no flying yesterday. It wasn't particularly nice here in the United Kingdom, or in Bristol at least. And it doesn't look like there's going to be any flying doing today because I've got a whole new course to create for work. So that's going to be good fun. Number 2, no HobbyKing cyber deals. Well, there was a Turnigy 25% off Summit TGY i10 or something. Didn't really excite me. I still haven't looked at the tanks. And oh, you can buy some bikes. Wow. That's what I'm saying. What else we got? 20 years ago, that's the topic for today's chat. Oh, I'm trying not to buy another model. Stay strong, Matt. Stay strong. Oh, yeah. How close? There's a really cool video which I'll show you in a moment. It's Dave following me with a Hornet. You'll find out more of that in a moment. What else we got? Oh, the Mini Mobius. You'll see I was looking to my left because that may have arrived. A test rig for the 18650 batteries, and a special guest with me here today. I don't know who that could be. So with that said, HobbyKing Cyber November has been a bit of a wet fish. I'm sure most of you will agree. We did have, what was it, an EDF ESC, which was a good price, to be fair. But somebody, mentioning no names, you lot, bought more, and then they went out of stock. Thanks. And then what did we have? The Turnigy 2K camera, which was a bit of a mixed bag. The audio's a bit tinny, video quality is a bit iffy with wide dynamic range on. But it's good. It was a bargain for $20, to be frankly honest. Anything more would be pushing it. But also a little note for HobbyKing Cyber Novembers is that they really do inflate their prices for a while and then stick stuff. Oh, whoa, hello. Has anybody else just spotted this? No way. Can we search by warehouse? Oh, wow. 4 per page. What's going on here? It looks like Hobby Bulls have been and put in a shipped from option. So should we see if that's BS or whether it actually works? Let's go and pick on that one and that one. So I've chosen UK. Very well styled, guys. United Kingdom. United Kingdom. And in stock. Bloody hell. Wow. Well, that's news in itself. HobbyKing have brought out the warehouse search. Faints in amazement. What are we, a month in now on the new site? They must have taken such a grilling for not having that, because it was appalling. Absolutely appalling trying to find stuff. So, wow, does that work? I'll come back to that in a moment. Let's go and have a look at some planes. Well, no, I don't think they've searched sorted the price filters. Look, there we go! HobbyKing have site-wide search. I never thought I'd be excited about seeing that back again. Let's click on UK. And now let's go and sort by price. No, that's still screwed up, isn't it? What are we doing here with $180? Why is my account in dollars anyway? But that's besides the point. 343. And then down to 20. Oh, what's going on here with the pricing? It's not even making sense with their starting from either, is it? Anyway, scrolling down. I really haven't looked at many models on HobbyKing lately at all. And why would we be showing... There was no way 50 models on that page. I might be wrong. Scroll down. Yeah, it's a lot more now. Ah. That's no way 100. I'm not going to sit here and count them. but that's more like 50. But anyway, we have a warehouse search option now. Wow, that was worth covering and worth having a nose, but their price filter is still screwed. At last. Anyway, the point which I was trying to make is that HobbyKing do a good job inflating their prices for a quite long period of time. So I am very, very willing to bet good money that HobbyKing slow stick will go down to about £38–40 in their next sale, because they always do it. I know there's guys up at the flying clubs which will only ever buy a slow stick when they're on offer. So yeah, look out for the slow stick. It is a kind of a cool model. You can make it aerobatic. If you look back on my channel, and just search for slow stick, you'll see me absolutely caning the nuts off mine into the ground a few times. I did even snap the wings in half as well. So mine are actually fiberglassed. They will never snap in the middle part. They'll probably snap where the fiberglass finishes. But yeah. Look out for that one, because they have kept the prices high on that one for a while, but it will go down to about 38–40 quid, something like that. And in other news, we have shipped from at last, which has been very well styled. So that was, yeah, so no, going back to my original point, bit of a wet fish so far for HobbyKing. This Friday is going to be in fact 2 days time is going to be Black Friday. Fingers crossed for some decent models. We don't know. You'll probably find out as soon as I get this episode out on Friday. So we'll see. What was next on there? Oh, there was a very interesting video from Bruce Simpson over at RCModelReviews, and I'll put a link to this video in the description for you, with a nice little bit of history behind some of the receivers and the different generations. I thought that was I felt that was very, very curious indeed, and I really did enjoy viewing that episode. And in fact, I can tell you how good it is, because Bruce does like to pick up a few down or dislikes on some of his videos. When I got to it, it was like 160 plus, all positives, all little thumbs up. So it is a very interesting video to watch, hence why it's got worthy of a mention today. I'll put a link to that in the video description if you haven't already been and seen it. Oh yeah, this I am really trying not to buy a cloud. No, not a real cloud, but I keep looking at this one going, ooh, that would be amazing. Look at the size of it. It's massive. What's it? It's like something like it's almost a 2-meter wingspan. Ugh. But I keep looking at the price though, $175. What's that in British pesos? In British pesos, that is £143. I keep looking at it, and I keep going, oh, that's 143 quid. That is a lot of dosh. And that doesn't even include the motors, the ESCs, flight controller, servos, whatever else you want to throw in it. Oh, and the setup on it is hilarious, because down here, LiPo battery, 10 to 20,000 milliampere hours. How many weeks would you like to spend in the air? So yeah, I keep looking at that, but price is being a big issue for me right now. Let me know in the comments section. Tell me if you would consider buying one of these. It's definitely at my personal threshold. That is for sure. So yeah, very, very curious. I'll put a link to that one in the video description. Oh, and that also reminds me, potentially the cheapest FrSKy receiver which I've been and seen today. So £8. £8 for a S-bus receiver. I thought that was absolutely crazy. I'm sure you've heard me mention this before in previous RC coffee chats. Is that the FrSKy protocol was worked backwards or just worked backwards in short, and then posted on GitHub, and then manufacturers have been and picked it up, and we are now getting a slew of receivers appearing, specifically on Banggood, but they are appearing on other sites as well. But just look at the size of that thing. So I'm sure you've seen the size of the holes on a NAS A32 board or similar. That's how big that is. It's absolutely tiny. And yeah, there's the top of it. So you've got the processing chip and an antenna. But also note, they've also got RSSI coming out of it as well. So we got S-Bus and RSSI as well. The bind procedure is a bit of a faff because you have to solder to those points, I think. Well, that might be a switch, but no, that really does look like a capacitor. But, oh no, it could be a switch. Who knows? Who knows? But yeah, I was really shocked. Well, I'm not shocked. I'm surprised at the rate which they've started to produce these FrSKy receivers. Now, on the topic of receivers, I've got a load of different FrSKy receivers. I do have the iPad here on charge. What I was going to make today was like a little mini episode on the different FrSKy receivers available and give you like a better idea on ranges and purposes and also costs as well. So I will do my best to get that episode recorded today. That means that we will see it in a couple of days' time. Of course, as soon as it's finished, I will be sharing it in the Facebook group as well. So yeah, that one was very, very curious. That one caught my attention to the point that I think I'll pop that in the cart just to see what it's like, because it's only £8. What else we got? Ooh, I'll leave that one to last actually. Let me go and grab that and put that at the bottom of my little list over there. Next topic is in there. I am pretty sure there is a mini Mobius, which I ordered about a week and a half ago. I wanted one of those just so I can get you some good video footage from the nose of the Hornet FPV flying wing, so that you can enjoy the experience which I get through the goggles, but not in a DVR footage, which is never the best quality. So I've got one of those, and now that's also made me think, well, I've got a run cam, I've got an SQ8, I've got a mini Mobius, I've got one of those keychain cameras. What else have I got? A normal Mobius, and what else have we got? Oh, and a Tony G2K. So I was going to do a little shootout, maybe get them all mounted up on a piece of wood, and then do some tests with them. So see what they're like in low light level conditions, see what they're like in high action events, or in recording that, see what their sound quality is like, and do like a little mini shootout with the little cameras which are available. I thought that would be pretty cool. That at the moment, that's only sat in idea form. I haven't even had a look at the mini Mobius yet. So that's in like the episodes to create list, which I have, and that's not what I call it. But I do have an episodes list where I just chuck ideas in, and that's one of them, and it's been chucked in the list, so I'll get to that as and when I can. Next topic. Oh, test rig for the 18650 batteries. So let me just go and grab that. So I'll give you a quick update on the 18650 batteries. Basically, I am just super impressed with the capacity of these batteries. Let me just go and give you, I kind of want to show you this one, but I don't want to give it away. I'll tell you what, I'll show you that one. Oh, come back here, picture. Wrong bit. There. So that's the photograph of the charger. One of those 3,500 battery packs got all the way down to 3 volts, which was the bottom limit of my charger. And over 111 minutes, okay, so basically 2 hours, it dished out at 1 amp continuously. 1,850 milliamperes it delivered, and then it stopped at 3 volts. Now those batteries will go all the way down to 2.5 volts. Okay, I'm absolutely shocked on what they can do. Again, the reason behind this was that I was seeing so many people slating the batteries. Specifically, they'd just been and bought cheap-ass clones off eBay and then just prompted to make videos just to slag them off, I think. Whereas that's not really useful for us as RC model pilots. So, yeah, first impressions of actually doing some not very scientific tests on these. I am 100% impressed. Now, I bought those off eBay. I'm sure you've seen them in a previous episode. But my challenge right now is that it's that 3 volts. You'll see that it's got down to 3 volts, whereas these batteries will run all the way down to 2.5 volts safely. So what I've been and done, which, wow, that camera's in focus this morning. It's not obviously not had his coffee yet. What you can see there on my desk is that I've got a 60 amp ESC. I've got a watch. Oh, that, you know, that dodgy, you may or may not know about this because I haven't published the Mel episode yet, is that I got some fake FrSKy motors, and I thought what better way to see what they were really like by just I'm going to make a cut off a little piece of wood. I think I'll end up screwing the motor to the piece of wood and then screw it. Frankly honest, I'm going to screw the piece of wood then to the desk. It's not ideal, but then I know it's not going anywhere and I can walk away from it and not have to sit there and go, we finished yet, we finished yet, we finished yet. So yeah, I will be making up a little test rig there. We've got our power meter there so I can see how much current's being used. And it also means that I can keep an eye on the batteries with the multimeter too. Ironically, my challenge is not setting this up because I'm sure we've all set up something like this before. My real challenge is actually having the batteries ready to go. So what I'm going to do is actually start this test with some of the NCB 1850B batteries, which I made a 2S battery pack out of, and I'm going to run that at 2 amps continuously, and then set a timer and just keep an eye on that with a with the multimeter, because I do have battery testers like this, but to be frankly honest, these are great as flight line testers, but I trust my multimeter more than what I trust this, believe it or not. So I will just keep an eye on it with the multimeter, which is much easier if I've already made it into a battery pack. So I will be doing a little test on that today, get that running in the office over in the corner. Again, I will set the motor to try and draw 2 amps. I've also set it so it pulls air down as well, so that keeps the components cool as well. I was thinking about pushing it down, so having the prop the other way around, so it pushed into the desk. That kind of made sense, but then I realised it's probably better the normal way around as a tractor motor to keep the components cool. So that's the route which I'm going. We'll find out how well. No, yeah, that is the right term. Not if they work all right. I already know that. It's more of a case of how well they work under sustained loads. So what I would like to do is just run them at, say, 2 amps, so only a moderate throttle, and then I'd like to just try and run them at, say, 4 or even 6 amps to see how they perform, in short. So yeah, that's my challenge today. Now, like I said, I'll do it with the NC, what was it, 18650B batteries. I think they're only rated to about 2,400 milliampere hours. I'll get those done, and once I've done that, by that time I would hopefully find out a way of. Well, I've got these little battery holders for these to go in, but I don't really fancy running several amps through the little chintzy cables which came with it. So I need to find a better solution, and I'm a bit worried about soldering onto it because it only looks like cheap plastic for the battery holders. I think it might melt, if I'm frankly honest. So I need to find a solution to that today. So yeah, good fun. And yeah, mightily impressed with those 18650 batteries. On to the next topic. Did anybody spot the new edition? Let me know in the comment section underneath this episode. And the last but one topic is Sean, that would be classed as landed. Well done. Good boy. So that's Sean Speed, who had a rather fast landing. And that's what Texumos do. They do eject elevons and motor mounts. But don't feel too bad, fella. That does look like it's perfectly rescuable. That's for sure. And a bit of goop glue down the elevon and she'll be fine again. So yeah, that's definitely not the end of your Texumo, sir. We've all been there and done very similar. Good man. The last one is actually 2 videos, and I'll put links to these in the video description. Let me maximize that for you. Can anybody spot a Hornet FPV flying wing? Have you spotted it yet? Sure? Pause now if you need to have a hunt around. This is me playing chicken with dead man's arm. So these are 2 trees up in one of the sites where we fly. And we do like to fly through the middle of them. But Matt also likes to play chicken with the dead branch here. Because you don't see that branch in the goggles until like the very end. And let me just wind it back a second so that you'll be able to see this in the video. There. That's what I keep doing. So I'll put a link to Dave's video in the video description or as a card at the top as well. So Dave actually managed to get some footage of me playing chicken with the tree. Talking about playing chicken is that I'll also go through that tree with the Phantom FX61. So let me just wind that back a second. Turn it down as well. Yeah, look, I'm doing exactly the same with the Phantom as well. I do like to fly models on the edge at times. And there's 2 episodes for you to watch. I'll put both of these in the video description for you. Really, really good fun. And thanks, Dave, for putting those on YouTube. I really do appreciate it because I got that close. I remember shouting on the flight line, that was a bit close, wasn't it? And Dave was going, Matt, how did you hit that branch? Very good fun. So, on that note, time for me to wrap up today. Thank you ever so much for joining me for an RC coffee chat. Have you spotted it yet? Thank you, Andy, for dropping that one around last night. I really do appreciate that. And I'll put, well, we'll have a look at some of Andy's videos tomorrow. That's probably the best idea. So with that said, for myself, Matt, if you are flying today, please chuck a battery in for me. Because I won't really be leaving the office today. I've just got so much work on, and frankly honest, the weather is a bit shocking. If I check the weather report for today, oh, actually, I take that back. This afternoon doesn't look that bad. Yeah, it doesn't look that bad. It's only like 9 miles per hour. But the reality of it is that I can't get out and fly. I've got too much normal work on. So if you are flying today, please pop a battery in it. That would be 100% appreciated. And of course, you can let me know what you're going to be flying today in the video description as well. So, time for me to go. Thank you ever so much for joining me today. And on that note, from myself, Matt, cheerios!